Al-Saad take up their starting position ahead of what will be another manic dash towards the finish line. A finish line beyond which lies pastures substantially greener, substantially more fertile, substantially more lucrative. They really do want to get off to a flyer here. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Czech catches it safely. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Adams making another milestone appearance here. It is game number 400, Jim Beglin.
Well, this couldn't have happened to a better player, Peter. I say big congratulations to him. Someone who's told me on many occasions that his greatest motivation to keep playing is the love of the game. That's what it's all about.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. And it's Beckham. Neatly clipped into space. And the shot! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's following up. White with the clearance. Now it's Owen. Sade. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. Really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's let fly! Tromeni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Hullet. And the counter is on. Sade, the specialist in tearing teams apart. He's in plenty of space here. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, important interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Al Sadd clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
So it is still 0-0. Beckham. Conte. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's had a hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Owen. Well read, nice interception. Chouameni. Conte. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Indonesia really are trying to go early and direct here, Peter. There's definitely a conscious effort to almost bypass midfield and get someone in quickly.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And the long ball is ridiculed somewhat, but long passing will always have a respect, particularly if it picks out the movement up front, of course.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. David Villa, and the shot! Goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Al Sadd have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Chouameni. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Al Sadd have it back and can go again. And the pass is intercepted. Sade, and that's been intercepted. Hernes. Beckham in acres of space out wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Iniesta. Hernes. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Iniesta. Hernes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well.
David Villa! There's the whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Peter, this is far from a lost cause. Yes, they've been hit once by a pacey opposition, but they've asserted more control and look capable.
Al Sadd go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
Substitution.
That gets things going for the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Tchouaméni, and now the breakaway. David Villa. Oh, what a climb! They've done it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Aim forwards. Rudiger calmly anticipates. Iniesta is wide and shot at goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Sané. Sané going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's fabulous! Iniesta. Tchouaméni. Owen. Iniesta. Oh, delightful ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
David Villa stood up well to him there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Kante deals with that comfortably. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Iniesta shapes to shoot! The keeper has reacted superbly there.
Iniesta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Al-Saad with the corner, there first. Chooses to go back. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tchouaméni. And it's Walker. Rummenigge. Conte. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckham. Tchouaméni cuts it out. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. In with a header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
And smartly reclaimed. Oh, he's found support out wide. Griezmann. White. Climbs up big! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And the shots! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Al-Saad clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Substitution on the field.
David Villa.
22,
Al-Sad
Griezmann.
perhaps contemplating their
Coming on
next
the
change
field
here.
is number 14,
Rummenigge too strong for his opponent there. Now it's Hullet. Hullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Owen. Number 10, Iniesta. Coming on the field, number 17, Mbappe. Number 8, Pedri.
So there's going to be another change here. Vinicius Junior coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Oh, good ball, shot. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. He gets big. That's another chance. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And it's Sané. Hullet, and Hullet! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that is a truly outstanding save.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Al-Sad looking to go forward now. He might be in here! Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, what has happened here? Collar! No mistake! And it has to be said, an absolute gift. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Rummenigge. That has not gone well. DiMarco is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Beckham looking sharp there.
Has been indicated.
Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Ball is over the line. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Beckham, Rummenigge, Pedri. That's really well cleared. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. And so they have the outcome they desire, a dose of reality. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. He's had a hit! It's their first effort on goal.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
And we have our very first corner. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Foden. Now it's Kane. Kane unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Solot. And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Solot. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his... Gets his head to it! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
David Villa. It's Iniesta! Decent hit and on target. Alexander-Arnold. And it's lofted through here. And he's picked out the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Still goalless at the moment. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chouameni. And it's Griezmann. Stood up well to him there. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Iniesta with the short one. Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Di Marco actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Griezmann goes short. Owen! And that's caused a worry or two. Al-Sadd have their third corner. Traoré chooses to go back. That is Conte. Look at the space. Now the finish! Big relief. It just needed better contact.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Messi in with the challenge. David Villa, and he's got the beating of his man. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Al-Sadd presented with a golden opportunity here. So this the chance to fire his team in front. And he's buried it, 1-0. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Al-Sadd have broken through, it's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Owen! Now, who's going to be first to this? Last-ditch defense. Solot.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
So, third corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. He's through here. Owen. He's got away. And he's heaved it away. Corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. They've played it short. Owen! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Jimenez gets it clear. Vardiol. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Al-Sadd really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hernandez. Messi. Kane. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And no surprise, that's a booking. David Villa absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
No, that's been intercepted. Owen. Griezmann. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Messi. Now it's Solot. Al-Sadd have a free kick. Foden. Solot. Musiala. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Kane. Now it's Solot. Foden. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, you know, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Al-Saad head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we're underway again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And it's Iniesta. He can run onto that. David Villa. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Jimenez defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now it's Owen. Kane. Defending was strong and firm. Threads one in. Alexander-Arnold. Musiala. Foden. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Alexander-Arnold. Surlot. And here's Kane. Conte, the man synonymous with solidity. Now it's Iniesta. Musiala.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's almost too easy for him, this.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And we're not going to make a chance! Messi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And it's Griezmann. Hernandez is there to clear. Al-Saad have it back and can go again. Iniesta. Looking tidy in possession here. David Villa. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Al-Saad perhaps contemplating their next change here. Foden.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So their fourth corner of the game.
El dorsal 42. El dorsal 5.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Sustituidos por El dorsal 9.
Barcelona showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's through, now is he in? Kane is fouled. And here's Kane. And that has been clubbed away. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Kane. Barcelona finding their passes. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Al-Sadd clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Kane. Now it's Solot. And he's searching through. Kane. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Solot.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Petri, he might be in here. Real chance here.
Al-Sadd probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get free. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Olise. Very much into the last knockings. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Foden. Caicedo. That's that, the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here, the followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. We have already started here. David Villa takes control of it and he's on the move. And he's surging through. Works it forward. White calmly anticipates.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Looking tiny in possession here. Iniesta has given away a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Lovely ball and a real chance. Now the finish! Oh, that was no routine save.
Eto'o clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Vardiol with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive pension.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in an honest shift. He'll do everything his manager asks him to do and will rarely let you down.
Gently done.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Iniesta. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Belletti. Still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Chouameni. Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Owen, pinches it off him. And that's definitely not his best. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, and he's through the middle. Iniesta. Decent hit! They've scored! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Out to the left it goes. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Shapes to shoot! He's scored! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Al-Sadd are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Griezmann has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
So, third corner of the game. White is there, and he can get that clear. Al-Sadd have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Owen. Oh, perfectly measured that. Big chance! They are rampant! And that takes him up to 30. How very smart. He just got it right.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
Al-Sadd find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Iniesta. Al-Sadd have scored 2 quick goals here. Picked out brilliantly. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's in plenty of space here.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pass is just off target. Chance here to counter. Iniesta. And it's Belletti. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Al-Sadd are very much where they want to be, courtesy of some truly incisive play. Their approach vibrant, utterly irritating. Tries a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh no, what has happened here? Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Now it's Owen. Owen will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Perez. Mbappe! And he's found a way past. Real chance! Oh, brilliant save.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
That has been knocked clear. Al-Sadd are looking to go forward now. Now it's Owen. Shot could be... Can he finish? No mistake! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge!
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. That's a decent clearance. Barcelona have a free kick. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. The action has already started. He's Owen! And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, a glitch with the rain. Evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, that looks a decent ball. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, super find. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Iniesta charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, that is a good ball to find. Oh, shooting chance! He's scored! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read.
Well, little question that this is the box office game at this level today. Thank you for joining us. You've made a very good choice. There's so much resting on the game. It should be a cracker. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. The action has already started. Al-Sadd cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Could move up a gear here. That's a decent clearance. Al-Sadd have it back and can go again.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive painting.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in an honest shift. He'll do everything his manager asks him to do and will rarely let you down.
And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. David Villa, and he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nunez! And that would have been some goal.
Oh, after such a great run, I'm expecting him to go all the way, and instead, he just lost his way.
White, and it's played forward. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nakata, oh, good read. Lobbed in behind. And the ball is out of play. Gets his pass away. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. That is good alertness. Al-Saad, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Martinez can claim that. Conte. Iniesta. David Villa. Inter Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And we have our very first corner. Iniesta plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's been picked out. Vardiol cuts it out. Quality ball. Owen looks to get on the end of this. Serginho aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And reclaimed it in a trice.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And here's Owen. And here's Griezmann. White. This is promising. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Nakata. Played into space out wide. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Serginho. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he's gone looking for safety. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Iniesta. No, that's been intercepted. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Can he latch on to this?
Belletti really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Al-Saad head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. Here we go again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. David Villa! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
David Villa. Griezmann. And it's Iniesta. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Belletti. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Otto. And now they can clear their lines. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nakata. Strong running down that left flank. White, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nunez. Nice ball. Real chance! It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for.
Inter clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
And it's come back to the keeper. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Al-Saad are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take...
Big chance! There's a goal! Oh, huge goal! Massive goal! They hit the reset button, and we're back where we were.
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
That's a shade optimistic. Bastoni getting this one clear. Belletti. Well, what about it? Al-Saad are taking this to full distance. Terrific stuff. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Nunez. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to...
Tries a header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Otto does really well to win the ball there. David Villa being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Kante cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. Inter merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that's clever. Tries to get it clear. Al-Saad can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Mbappe, and the counter is on. Mbappe, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Chouameni. Looking tidy in possession here. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that is Mbappe! Belletti. Odo. Looking here to chip it through. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of... Al-Saad can do it here. 90 minutes away from reaching their target. It is the sort of opportunity they would certainly have settled for if offered it on day one. That was then, this is the here and now. Can they meet their ambitions, their aspirations? Well, you rarely see atmosphere like this. The River folks certainly have lived up to their reputation in their noisy, boisterous, colourful, near-miss chance to finish. Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. It'll be a throw-in.
Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter.
And the shot! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Oh, this is a great position. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that could set him on his way. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Daroon, quarter of an hour played. Pinches it off him. River Plate applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate, and of course...
He's got the shot away! Oh, taken with style! And they're at it again, in double quick time!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Al-Sadd are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Lukaku. Oh, he's found support out wide. Yamal gets into some space. He's shifting through the gears here. Olise climbs up big, and one more try. Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Llorente, David Villa delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
And we have our very first corner. And they've got rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good alertness. David Villa. There's the hit! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
A case now of complete control. River Plate finding their passes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove...
Big header! Harmlessly behind. And it's Owen. Oh, no joy this time. And the shot! And yes, it's there! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him.
And Owen! Elise, Yamal, and he cuts out the supply. Adams. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Could be danger here. And he's searching through. He's through. It's... Can he put it away? Oh, he's been caught napping. Muller. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he...
Big chance, must be, and a shot! It's a goal! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Al-Sadd are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone
and that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Al-Sadd pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far.
Cambio en el River Plate. Número 14.
And we're off again.
Entran número 11.
Some really good ball movement. De Roon. Muller. Can he spark a counter here? Now DiMarco. DiMarco. Iniesta. Now it's Owen. De Vrij was in no mood for any of that. De Roon. And here's Ramos. Adams. Chouameni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. David Villa. Iniesta. And that is expertly dealt with.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Muller. De Roon. Muller. Big chance! And again!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's the chance to counter. Beraldo spots it and intercepts. Mateus. Oh, that's a key interception. Muller. And it's De Roon. David Villa. Now it's Owen. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been slung wide. Muller. Gonzalo Ramos! Really well taken goal.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Cambio en el River Plate. Número 6.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Número
They're
7.
still trying to make a game of
Número
this.
8. Se está realizando un
David
cambio.
Villa.
Rafa Silva.
Al-Sad do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Iniesta.
Guardiola.
David Villa.
Now that's well seen too.
Quality ball.
DiMarco. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, and he's through the middle.
And just the keeper to beat! Shapes to shoot! Pulled out the best in the keeper.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I just think that's really good management, introducing one of his younger players when the pressure's totally off, just allowing him some valuable, easy on-field experience time.
No way through, so back it comes. Al-Sad have now used up all but one of their substitution windows.
Now it's Rafa Silva. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's picked out the run. Hits one! It's there!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
DiMarco. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Mbappe with a definite foul there.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
DiMarco.
Mbappe.
Does really well there, he is strong.
And it's Mario. And here's Rafa Silva. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Ramos. Neymar.
And that's gone loose. Aims beyond the defence.
And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
DiMarco.
Se agregarán
Well
3
seen,
minutos al
saw that
tiempo
coming.
reglamentario.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. Neymar! They've done it! It is no contest. It is a landslide. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement.
And that's it. A statement win on a crucial day, and now made...
Al-Sadd take up their starting position ahead of what will be another manic dash towards the finish line. A finish line beyond which lies pastures substantially greener, substantially more fertile, substantially more lucrative. They really do want to get off to a flyer here. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Rummenigge looks to get on the end of this. Conte. Rummenigge. Neymar. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gets his pass away. Can he finish? Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Al-Sadd finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Ribéry.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rummenigge looking to get on the end of this. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Guardiola did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Griezmann! Oh, taken with style! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
Al-Sadd grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams...
Oh no, what has happened here? And the shot! Spezia! Goal! Into the lead once more. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Spezia go into the lead. No, he's just misjudged that one. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Spezia have a free kick. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Rummenigge. Now it's Griezmann. Adams is there, and he can get that clear. He's a sharp little ball here. Nedved. Oh, he's chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Oh, it's die-hard defence, and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Perfectly measured that. Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's straight offside. Nedved, well seen, saw that coming. Nedved showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's in here, and the flag has stayed down. Defending of the desperate variety. Owen has created one goal already. Oh, this looks sharp. He's played him through. And Owen! He's scored! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
As simple as you like. The outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Chouameni. Oh, that's a key interception.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Nicely aimed pass. Ribery. Oh, there's a probing ball. Chouameni does well to get it back. Always onto this. David Villa. David Villa. He can get that clear. And there's the end of the first half. Al-Sadd come out of a half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High scoring, truly exciting, but neither side able to hold a lead. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. Second period then underway. Chouameni. David Villa. Chouameni. Now it's Griezmann! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Spezia applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Costa Curta. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Nedved. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nedved really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
That has not gone well. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ribery. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! And again the keeper stands strong. Iniesta. Neatly clipped into space. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 28.997 spettatori.
Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Chance here to counter. Ribery. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Costa Curta. Has a look and plays it forward. It's a pretty loose pass. Makaleli. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
DiMarco. He's looking to set free a runner. DiMarco.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising. And the shot! Spezia! Goal! And again they hit the front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20. Numero 22.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 10.
Spezia
Ribéry.
take the lead.
Numero 21. Griezmann.
Whatever he had in mind, that was
Il
not
numero 15.
it.
Il numero 25. Il numero 7.
Kante
Il numero
running
13.
with the ball.
Messi.
David Villa.
Cambio di giocatori.
Al-Sadd are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Mbappe. Spezia ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Looking tidy in possession here.
Al-Sadd really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Gently done. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Ribéry. Chouameni. Vinicius Junior.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
No, he refuses to take the bait. Al-Sadd are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on.
Great hit! And he hits the net! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Spezia take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Nedved. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe. Mbappe! Nedved.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
So he's plotting something before playing it in. So what can they come up with here? Chouameni. And there goes the final whistle.
Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality, but there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
The peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
And here's Griezmann, and here's Iniesta. Tchouaméni. And here's Griezmann. There's the shot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Ronaldinho. Kante simply refused to be outdone there. And here's Messi. Yamal.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And it's Pirlo!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Driving on and making good progress. Iniesta. And that interception was most necessary. And it's Griezmann. Pirlo. Could move up a gear here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Oh, good ball!
Can he put it away? Spezia! Goal! Spezia take the lead!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Griezmann.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Al-Sadd really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Good read, needed to be. Conte. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shot at goal! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Messi. Yamal. Messi. Adams gets a foot in here. Conte. David Villa. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pirlo. Can he spark a counter here? He's played him through. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that's well spotted. Pirlo. And it's Griezmann. Tchouaméni. And it's Messi. Yamal gets a good foot in there. Conte. And they win it back again. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus, who does have an assist to his name. Owen. That's a nicely measured pass. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Griezmann.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
David Villa. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Al-Saad clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's intervened well there. Yamal purring through the gears.
Opts to play it back. That is lovely. Kante defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Passes short and sharp. Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Al-Saad coming so close to levelling matters with the last action before the break. As it is, they trail by 1.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now that's an excellent interception. And now they can clear their lines. Cannavaro. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Nice ball, and he's in here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Al-Saad grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Cannavaro cuts it out. And it's Ronald. He's tried one! Conte. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, easy pickings there. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Conte. Passing nice and neat. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. Pirlo takes control of it, and he's on the move. Spezia have it back and can go again. Ronaldinho. Griezmann. Now he's off and running. That has been cut short. Iniesta. Well, the defence proved infallible then.
But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nice sequence of passes this. Caught offside that time. And he's only too happy to take that back. Iniesta. Mateus demonstrating his defensive quality there. Yamal chips it through. Now it's Messi. Iniesta. Now it's Owen. He's got away. Al-Sadd have a free kick. And it's Conte. That's a little off target. Griezmann.
Cambio di giocatori.
Al-Sadd with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mbappe! And that is doing no harm at all. Al-Sadd will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe! Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Al-Sadd merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And the shot! He has done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
Al-Sadd go into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Attenzione, un cambio.
And that has left him in a heap. Under an awful lot of pressure.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Messi. Shapes to shoot! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Messi! 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 Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 10. Messi.
Spezia can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Griezmann.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Numero 24.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Neymar.
Mateus.
Il numero 15. Il
He's got
numero
plenty of
14.
space out wide here,
Xabi Alonso.
and it's hoisted clear.
Ci saranno 5
Well,
minuti
both
di
sides
recupero.
might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Al Sadd have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Real chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Al Sadd take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Al Sadd have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to
Hello,
everybody who has
welcome
joined us
to
for this
today's match.
unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion.
The action has already started.
Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. David Villa, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
Villa, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Kaka. Foden. Coman.
Coman will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Can he finish? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Conte. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Olise. Kaka.
He's got away.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And we have our very first corner. Foden plays it short. Backward it goes. And a shot! And that wasn't far away.
Hernandez probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
Played back in. Decent hit! Oh no, what has happened here? Foden. He's having a go!
Oh, it's come loose.
Chouameni gets it away.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's definitely not his best. Rummenigge is onto this.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Al-Saad, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. DiMarco. Rummenigge! That was superb goalkeeping!
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. A real... And the finish! There's the shot!
Just not quite happening for him just now.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Coman goes short. And that is out of play. Iniesta. Cafu gets a foot in here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Kaka. Coman. Griezmann gets over and intercepts. Conte. And it's Owen. And he has been fouled there. Iniesta. Owen. He could be in here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Iniesta. Played into space out wide. Punched away. Hernandez. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. That looks a cracking ball. He is just caressing the ball. Martinez has that under control. And the counter is on.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Rummenigge. Iniesta. David Villa. Koeman. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be 1 minute
Nicely
added
intercepted.
time.
And they've got a throw. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it, plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So the first half brought no goals.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
It's Iniesta! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Iniesta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Rummenigge. Oh, that's nice. He's under a lot of pressure there. Rummenigge has been caught there, it's a foul. Hernandez is eyeing up his options in the middle. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Adams with the clearance. Owen. David Villa. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, perfectly measured that. Iniesta. But they've got it again. And it's Conte. Owen! And he's following up. It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Gakpo. Now it's Owen, and the flag has stayed down. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, that's a key interception. Trameni powering forward here. He can run onto that. Mohamed Salah has it out wide and in space. That's really well cleared. Oh, Foden! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
And it's Griezmann. Oh, perfectly measured that. It'll be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Griezmann. Coming on the field is number 14, Ribery.
Al-Sadd will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Not the most accurate pass. He's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get away here?
Al-Sadd surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Tries to get it clear, and the pass is intercepted. And the ball's a good one here. Al-Sadd leading currently through the only goal of the game, an own goal as it turned out. 1-0 the score. Kaka. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kaka.
Oh, great feat that.
And he's got the shot away! He has done it! Do not write them off! Back they come! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
Al-Sadd making
Owen.
consecutive changes here.
Number 10.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Pedri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Kaka. Can he spark a counter here? And he welcomes it in. And he welcomes it in. Tries a shot! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Al-Sadd take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's been taken short. And he's had a hit! Oh, and one more try! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Al Sadd really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Corner number 2 then. White with the short one. Five minutes to add. Vinicius Junior. That is a great pick out. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Valencia. He has found a way through. Valencia! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Al Sadd pulled through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Vinicius Junior claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Al Sadd leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
We have already started here. Now it's Owen, and here's a chance.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
And he's been shifted off it.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Great ball if he can get there.
He's tried one! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Araujo.
And here's Messi. There's the hit!
He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Decent hit!
It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
It could be in here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now the finish! Goal!
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
No, that's been intercepted. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And he cuts out the supply.
Great chance!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack.
Has a go!
Indonesia have their second corner now. Al-Sadd have the chance to go the other way. DiMarco. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Iniesta
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Neymar
Has a shot!
That is decidedly lacking.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
No, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Oh, no joy this time. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Eto'o!
Decent enough try.
Eto'o just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
it's Eto'o. Neymar. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Turan. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Oh, good ball, shots on here. Messi, and the counter is on. And he's intervened well there. David Villa, now it's Iniesta. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
1 minute added time.
And it's Griezmann.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Drinking is only allowed.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Moved on forwards. Tchouaméni. And that's another good win of the ball. Griezmann. And it's Eto'o. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Can he spark a counter here? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Indonesia trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. That's a sharp pass. Fiddles it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Maldini.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
David Villa being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And here's Eto'o. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Neymar. Can he finish? They've scored! And with that goal comes comfort. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that, because they just don't give up on anything.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Eto'o. And here's Hullet. Tchouaméni defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. The ball has bounced loose now. David Villa. Araujo. And that is exemplary defending.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Messi is fouled.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first.
Bullets! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Al-Saad perhaps contemplating their next change here.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Adams puts his foot on the gas.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And he's had it nicked away.
He is through here.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
That's going to go a long way.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
David Villa. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neymar. Messi. Araujo spots it and intercepts. Nicely worked. Conte.
Al-Saad really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not...
Has a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 3 coming up. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Ribery.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He has found the way through.
Messi. Rummenigge is firing after that one. And nicely intercepted.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. In the end then, no joy.
Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by...